I ran into the living room to like watch who this artist was, and we were both just like completely in awe of her. Hey, I'm Alessia Cara, and I'm obsessed with Amy Winehouse. First time I started standing Amy Winehouse was probably the first day I heard of her. Probably I was in the kitchen and my mom was watching MTV or a Canadian version of MTV, which is called Much Music, and in the living room, and she called me into the living room and she's like, there's this artist, there's like this singer on TV that I feel like you'd really love. Like, she sounds amazing. I feel like you would just love her style. And we were just, I ran into the living room to like watch who this artist was, and we were both just like completely in awe of her. And I was like, who is this? I just remember it was her rehab music video. She was just sitting on a stoop with curly hair like mine and just like singing the most beautiful melodies and with the most beautiful voice I've ever heard. And I immediately was like, I'm in. I love this person. So yeah, it was pretty right away. I love Tears Dry on Their Own. I mean, just the sentiment of that song and melodically, lyrically, it's just such a beautiful song. I love Wake Up Alone. Stronger Than Me is great. It's really funny. Just Friends, Me and Mr. Jones. Like, there's so many. It's hard to pick, but probably Tears Dry is up there for me. I love the rehab music video, maybe because there's a sentimental aspect to it, because it's the first one I saw of hers, but I just love how natural she is and how much fun she looks like she's having. It's just like her and like her like band and musicians just playing like outside in an alley or on like a stoop outside, and it just feels so fun and fresh, and I always love that video. And the Tears Dry video is great too, because it's so colorful, and she just looks so, I don't know, confident and awesome. So those are probably my tops. I loved her sense of humor. I used to watch her interviews all the time. I still do, because she's just so funny and just always has like such insightful words to say about songwriting and life. I just always felt like she had just such great things to say. She was hilarious, it seemed. And I loved her guitar playing. Her guitar style was really cool. Her singing style was really cool. She never sang the same song the same way twice, ever, which I always admired. Thought that was admirable. She definitely influenced so much about the way that I write music today. I think first off, just how honest she was and how unapologetic she was in her lyrics. It's always something I've kept in the back of my mind when writing my own music, and when thinking about like, oh, should I say this thing or should I hold back? I just always picture her music, and I know that she would have said it. And so I try to say it. And I think also she's one of the first artists, if not the artist, who really taught me the importance of simplicity in music and in songwriting. And even in performing, like, she didn't have dancers. She wasn't, jumping around on stage. She just was standing there with her guitar and was able to touch like thousands and millions of people. So I really value simplicity myself, just because of how much her simplicity impacted me, so I always like keep that in the back of my mind too. Oh, wow. If I could have met her, oh my gosh, I probably just would have rambled on for hours about what she's done for me emotionally, how much her music has resonated with me, and just how wonderful she was. I don't even know what I would say. I probably just want to have a conversation with her and just tell her thank you for impacting me,